Welcome back to Páirce here on WLR, with thanks to PwC Waterford. Well, Roanmore GA will be taking part in the Run for Pieta this weekend, which is asking GA clubs and its members to run in darkness and light from May 9th to May 11th. This is all in aid of the Sunrise Appeal for Pieta House. And to tell us more, I'm joined on the line by Roanmore and Waterford hurler Gavin O'Brien. And Gavin, can you tell us what's involved in this fundraiser over the weekend?
Hi Thomas. Yes, we're as a club are just taking part in the Run for Pieta challenge this weekend. It'll require club members, club players and both to take part in a 30-minute run over a 48-hour period in both lightness and darkness. So over the past couple of weeks, we have been receiving donations, some very good response donations from people around Waterford and abroad. In total, we're after raising over 3,500 to date. We have 170 participants, both locally and abroad. Some of the support, and it's all in aid of the Pieta House Sunrise Appeal in Waterford.
Yeah, and like, why did you choose Pieta House, Gavin, as the cause that Roanmore get behind this year?
I suppose to look at the very difficult and challenging times that we're in at the moment. Mental health is probably a hidden issue in this current climate, and we just felt that everyone has some kind of association with Pieta House, whether it's short or far away. So we just felt that it was a good fundraiser to do, and it also got the club together, even though we can't be in the field and doing things that we love doing. Come together and offer some support to a great fundraiser like the Pieta Run in Light and Darkness.
Yeah, and how many Roanmore club members have signed up, Gavin, and can you explain what they'll be doing over the weekend?
So today, Thomas, we have just over 170 participants taking part in the run. So our senior and junior players are going to be kind of running at different stages during the night. So on Saturday night and Sunday night, and then the rest of the club members with family and kids are going to be taking part in the run during the day. So what it requires is just people to run for 30 minutes and clock the distance that they're after doing. At the end of the 48 hours, all the distances are going to be clocked up, and there's clubs throughout Ireland, and there's going to be just club announced as clocked the most kilometres. All the fundraising is going straight to the Pieta House, so no club in the country will see any benefits financially. It's just all finance will be going towards the Pieta House.
Yeah, and I see from the timesheet you put up on Twitter, Gavin, you've people getting up at all hours at night. I see yourself will be getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday.
Yeah, we are, as I said, our senior team and junior team are kind of just taking on the onus to do the run during the night. Obviously, we wouldn't want some younger kids going out during the night. And maybe we had to kind of promote a few of our older senior players to get up during the night. But at the end of the day, it's for a great cause, so we have no problem doing so.
Yeah, and where can people donate, Gavin, if they're interested in contributing to Pieta House?
Yeah, so all our donations can be done through our social media pages. So we're on our Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. One of our club members, Owen Sheridan, is doing a great job there and keeping that up to date. And if people don't have access to social media, you can contact any of our club members who will put them in the right direction of making a donation if possible.
Great stuff. And I suppose for yourself, Gavin, and the rest of your Roanmore teammates, how have you found COVID-19 lockdown over the past 2 months?
Yeah, obviously, Thomas, is very difficult for everyone when we're taken out of our norm. It can be a huge challenge. I suppose we're a lot luckier than some people who are having great difficulties. We probably keep some way active and doing our little bit of training at home and stuff like that. But look, at the end of the day, if everyone comes out of this healthy and safe, whether it takes 1 month, 2 months or whatever, then maybe we'll really appreciate getting back to the field when our probably new normality comes back at whatever stage that will be. So hopefully it won't be too far down the line.
Yeah, I think at the moment it looks like it won't be till July 20th till the club activity will be back up and running again. Like, would you be comfortable going back out in the field now when that day comes around, Gavin?
I suppose, look, we just have to kind of follow whatever the medical protocol. If the government and so are saying that it's safe to go back on July the 20th, I'd be very happy to do so, but we also have to take into account the different circumstances that players throughout Waterford and the country who they have to go home to if they have young kids, older members of the family. So everyone is going to have a different opinion on it. But I think we just have to follow the medical protocol that's going to be given out by the government going forward.
And I see you've got your new manager, Peter Queally, involved in this fundraiser. Gavin, I'm like at this stage of the season, usually we'd have 2 club games under your belt. I'm sure when you appointed Peter, you're really looking to push on after doing so well in the championship in recent times, pushing Ballygunner and De La Salle close in quarterfinals.
Yeah, look, Peter was very happy to take part, and look, we were very lucky to get a manager of Peter's record involved with us at the start of the year. Obviously, he's after being very disappointed in the way he's after going without playing the 2 championship games. But up to then, ourselves and Peter are all getting on very well. We're training hard, and hopefully, maybe in the next few months or maybe next year, we might receive the rewards of our hard work. And hopefully, our aim is kind of to try push on and keep improving year on year. And in the hope, we were hoping that Peter will be able to lead us in the right direction to do that going forward.
And just finally, Gavin, can you remind us again how people can donate for this run for Pieta that the Roanmore GA Club are participating in over the weekend?
Yeah, so people can donate through our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. There's a link there that all donations can be taken on. And if anyone don't have any access to these social media platforms, any club member can be contacted and you will be sent in the right direction to make your donation. And thanks very much up to so far. The response has after been absolutely brilliant after far exceeding our expectations with over 3,500 being raised so far, and we'd just like to continue that over the next 48 to 72 hours if possible.
Well, Gavin, thanks a million for taking our call today, and best of luck over the weekend now with Roanmore fundraiser Run for Pieta this weekend.
Thanks, Thomas. Thanks for your support. Thank you.
Now you're hurling. Lorna Porca with Tomas McCarthy on WLR.
Thanks to PwC Waterford.
So the GAA National Panel of Football and Hurling referees will also be supporting Pieta House this weekend. On Saturday, each of the 72 referees will run 11.2 kilometres for the Darkness into Light campaign, and one of those taking part is Waterford and Medeligo's Thomas Walsh, who joins me on the line now. And Thomas, can you give us a rundown of what's happening on Saturday?
Yeah, so basically, Thomas, what's happening is there was 4 referees got together there in the hurling panel now, especially there was Chris Moody, Thomas Gleeson from Dublin, Paul Dwyer, Carlow and John Keenan from Wicklow came up with the idea, this weekend would have been the kind of the first round of the championship for the hurling and football referees, really. I know you probably would have had the New York game there last weekend, but this weekend would have been the first round of the championship. So basically decided to come up with this idea, maybe the first round championship we do a run and we do it for the Pieta House, because at the moment, as you know, the Darkness into Light is not really running this year because of the virus that's here at the moment. So basically the idea was every match last year we were all GPS, and basically on average a game we were doing 11.2 kilometres. That's where the 11.2 kilometres is coming from. So in total then, when you multiply that then with 72 referees, it's 810 kilometres. So basically what the plan is then is we were starting from say Crow Park to Wexford Park, say the Cusie Park in Clare, and then you go from there to Galway up to Ballybough, Donegal, and back down then to Crow Park, which is a virtual run, so that would be the 810 kilometres. So Saturday, any time at all, we'll all run it and we'll all post everything up to show that we've all done it. So the key then was to raise 5,000. So actually within 2 days we raised that. So we pumped it up to 10. So at the moment we're just gone over 9,000. I checked there a few minutes ago. So look, we're on the right ball. We're hoping we might get even over 10,000. So it'd be great for the cause,
And where can people donate, Thomas, if they're interested in supporting Pieta House?
So the donation is GoFundMe and .ie then you slash referee championship panel. So if you go to GoFundMe.ie /referee championship panel, you see everything up there. Then it's a fundraiser organised by Chris Moody, and then you can just go onto that then, and you can just 5 or 10 or 15, 20, whatever your heart desires. Take anything at all, just for the good cause.
Yeah, you must be delighted with the support that you received so far, Thomas, on it.
Yeah, no, look, myself, I only came on first. I just kind of did a local few referees round. I done more for the year and few on the city, and look, they really helped me out, like, you know. But if I can get it beyond a bit further now, because every referee actually in each county has actually been on the radio station. We're all getting different links from all of them, like, you know, on the WhatsApp group. So, like, literally, there's, like you said, Clare, Kerry, Donegal, Derry, they're all doing it, like, you know. And I was on the Taylor Moore there this morning. She did great as well. She hooked up on Facebook there and Twitter as well, like, you know, just to show it again, like, you know. But look, it's a great cause, and like that. Look, maybe we do get a bit of stick sometimes. The referees, like, well, look, at the moment, look, we're doing something, like, you know, that's for this, like, you know, and look, hopefully people can support us in this.
Yeah, you're in the good books this time around, Thomas. How are all the referees coping with this COVID-19 lockdown at the moment?
That's it. Yeah, look, it's tough enough. Like, look, we are every kind of start of the week we're getting kind of clips and stuff to keep us refreshed. Like, you know, if it's a red card day or a yellow card, we're still getting a few things here and there, like, you know. But look, we're all missing it. We're all staying there one day. Like, look, we need referee under 6 match now at the moment. If we could, like, you know, it'd be great. Like, you know, just to get back out going again. Like, you know, get going. But looking, they're saying now maybe October we might have something maybe. But look, doing it behind closed doors. Look. We look, the atmosphere wouldn't be there, but look, again, like, we can see that most of the managers are upward, like, but look, if they're upward, like, then the referees are upward too, like, you know, and hopefully we can get something going at the end of the year, you know. Yeah,
would you be comfortable going back refereeing, Thomas? I know David Goff was saying during the week that he wouldn't be comfortable taking the field without a vaccine, especially considering, the umpires who are in the older age bracket at the moment.
See, the thing, like, with that, I suppose, like, the only thing that would be there, right, you would be about, you'll be driving with your umpires in the car, right? But yet again, like, when it comes to the matches, like, they're either side of the post, or they're a good bit away. The other thing also, when you're refereeing the match, like, if you are booking a player to not a player, you could keep distance. But the only problem with it, I suppose, what David was kind of saying is the players themselves, like, you know, like, I suppose if they're going out playing, they probably all have to be tested, maybe, like, you know, like they're doing in the Bundesliga there at the moment, and La Liga, they're all testing all the players, like, so I don't know what way would you go with it, like, you know. But the J kind of came out now yesterday saying that the later the better, because they do want the fans to come, like, you know. But look, again, they probably have to restrict that as well, like, you know. So look, I was talking to some of the hurling referees. Look, they'd be all for it, like, they'd want to throw the referee away, like, you know. But the only other alternative too, like they're saying as well, if there might be that many matches, so you turn around and say, listen, I referee the match, your two linesmen to come with another car, and the 4 umpires could be referees. It was an option that was said, but we don't know. Like, look, it's there, but would that work? I don't know, because you're used to the fella you're working with all along for the years down. You've done it, like, you know. So, like, it's just hard. Like, you don't know at all. Like, look, I'd be favour of going back. Like, look, it's not down to me. It's down to the J what they think, like, you know.
Mm-hmm. And on a personal level, Thomas must be pretty pleased with your own progress so far, and the All Ireland final that you refereed 3 months ago. It probably feels like 3 years ago, as things stand. But the Tullaroan Father O'Neill's game went off very well for you. Yeah, listen, look, it was my first All-Ireland in Croke Park. Like, look, I was, like I said, Gavin was great. Like, time when he's promoting the time. Like, look, it was nerve-wracking stuff. But listen, like, the two teams was hurled. Like, you know, it was great. Like, you know, when you have two teams in front to hurl away, like, you know, it just makes your job a lot more easier. Like, you know, and look, that kind of was the goal, hopefully, to make the championship panel this year. That was the kind of plan. They were kind of saying 12 referees. I don't mean to, I was hoping I would make it, like, you know. So this year then I could have refereed my first championship game, but look, which is to happen, like, you know, like, we'd have to wait till hopefully next year for it to happen again, hopefully. But look, it's everything's going off well, and the last 2 or 3 years, like, look, the Munster 20 final there last year as well, back there in July as well, was a standing game too between Tip and Cork, and like I said, Tullaroan and Father O'Neill's was a great game too. But look, it's just progression, like, you know, that I'm progressing up on the ladder, and look, the next step is the championship panel, and hopefully in a few years' time you're refereeing the senior Ireland. That's the plan. Well, Thomas, thanks a million for taking the call today, and best of luck now on Saturday with the fundraiser night of Pieta House. Yeah, thanks very much for that, Thomas. Thank you. Well, thanks so much for listening to this edition of Lorna Porca. Until next time, Slán go fóill.